for the hazardous area industries. Each unit is fully certified and capable of continuously monitoring up to 8 independent static grounding channels, ensuring each connection achieves a low resistance bond to ground of 10 ohms or less, demonstrating compliance with the best practice approach stated in IEC TS 60079-32-1, NFPA 77 and APIRP 2003 guidelines. The design improves upon its predecessor to incorporate a higher degree of safety and increased application flexibility, while providing reliable ground monitoring for a multitude of different processes. Let's take a look at a few different applications. The Earth-Rite Multipoint can be used to ground and monitor up to 8 rail cars being loaded with flammable products at any given time. One way static electricity can be generated is by the movement of product through the process equipment. As product is pumped from the storage containers through the loading arm and into the rail tank, contact between the product and pipework will cause electrostatic charges to be generated. If the rail car is ungrounded due to isolating bearings or painted surfaces, there will be no path to ground, resulting in static charge accumulation. As a result, a voltage on the rail car will be present and increase during loading. If allowed to increase to a high enough level, a static spark could occur with enough energy to ignite flammable atmospheres in the loading facility. If this spark discharge were to occur through a flammable vapor, for example from the man lid to the loading arm, it could easily cause an ignition resulting in a potential fire or explosion, putting the lives of operators and plant assets at risk. To prevent static charge accumulation on the rail car, the tank and chassis must be reliably grounded throughout the duration of the process. At each of the 8 loading stations, a remote ground status indicator, in combination with a grounding clamp, is installed to ground each individual rail car and will provide visual verification of a reliable ground for the operator. Operators can achieve this by connecting the Earth-Rite Multipoint monitoring clamp to the designated grounding point on the rail car. Once the system detects a resistance of 10 ohms or less between the teeth of the clamp and the verified ground point, the indicator station and monitoring unit will pulse green, identifying a reliable ground has been achieved, and will continuously monitor the connection for the duration of the process. The Earth-Rite Multipoint has the ability to provide an interlocking contact, with each individual channel being monitored on the system, providing customers with the capability of interlocking the system with process control equipment, such as PLCs, pumps and valves, to prevent the flow of product if the rail car is not reliably grounded. If the clamp is removed at any time or fails to achieve a reliable connection during the filling operation, the flow of product will cease, preventing electrostatic charge being generated and accumulated on the ungrounded rail car. To restart the product transfer, the operator needs to simply reapply the clamp and continue with the loading process. The Earth-Rite Multipoint is not limited to just railcar applications. Its unique flexibility allows the system to be adapted for a variety of processes, providing a best-fit solution for static grounding protection for a wide range of hazardous area applications. When considering a product filling station, an ideal solution would be to have a remote indicator station mounted at each processing point, providing localized visual indication that the monitoring clamp has made a reliable connection to a verified ground of 10 ohms or less when connected to the vessel. It is important to achieve such a connection to ensure the grounding clamp has reliably penetrated any painted coatings, product deposits, rust or any other dissipation inhibitors which may prevent the monitoring clamp making a low resistance connection with the vessel. The interlocking contacts may also control valves and pumps to prevent the flow of product, should a reliable grounding connection be lost during product transfer or mixing operation. The Earth-Rite Multipoint monitoring unit, power supply and associated equipment can also be installed directly within the hazardous location, allowing the installation of equipment to be tailor-fitted around the process. This solution can be applied for various containers and movable items, such as metal drums, EXIBCs, pump carts and totes. On fixed plant equipment such as fluid bed dryers, sieves, silos and powder conveying systems, the Earth-Rite Multipoint may be required to ground and monitor multiple parts of the process plant, which could be at risk of isolation. The Earth-Rite Multipoint will detect if one of the monitored plant items has become isolated at any given time. In this case, isolation could occur if a bonding strap, clip, gasket or bonding cable has been misplaced during reassembly. This may happen without the knowledge of the operator prior to any clean-down operations or scheduled maintenance the equipment may be subjected to on a regular basis. Again, a combination of localized visual indication and flexible interlocking capabilities will prevent the process from continuing without each monitored component having a reliable connection to the ground of less than 10 ohms, ensuring a safe procedure is followed at all times.